Hello everyone, this is Steel Cage match, Demon Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, share and enjoy the match.
The Demon is here! Finn Balor has unlocked the crypts of the underworld in his mind and unleashed the Demon. You talk about this man. Look out. Here we go with the steel cage match. For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time. Slam down hard. Boom, what impact. Oh, almost through the turnbuckle. Victory is on the horizon.
Look at Finn Balor making his move.
Coup de grace. I'm not sure how much he has left. Got the shoulders down.
Real nicely done. I can't believe he's in this.
Not yet.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oof. Look at this. Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex.
He's starting to feel it here. He's still got plenty of gas left in the tank, though.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed.
Slam! Big slam. And if he hits this, this one's over. Coup de grace.
But did he go for it too early? The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Boom! Ooh, what impact. Byron, we talked about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And, of course, the Elimination Chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage.
Harsh impact. What a stomp. Good grief.
The outline of the Demon King's paint can be traced back to Finn Balor's battles in Japan. The Demon King first appeared on a global scale in the main event of the historic Beast in the East special. I've always said, everyone has a dark side.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oof.
Going for the big one.
As you mentioned earlier, Corey, 2015's The Beast in the East special on the WWE Network was when the mythical power of this warrior was real.
Rotating vertical suplex. Nicely done.
Can he finish the job? What a stomp. Good grief. Look at this.
According
to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Ooh, what impact. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that he's looking...
Oh, what impact. This is all but over.
Finn Balor really needs to dig down deep and fast.
This is his opportunity to...
He's got him covered. Finn Balor powers the shoulder up.
Balor shooting out of that pinfall like a bullet. This could be all she wrote.
Guys, if there was one word to describe Balor...
Nasty impact.
What a comeback.
Here's the cover. You're not going to win any matches that easily.
Not even close. Nailed it.
Michael mentioned how Lashley has a history of winning, and there's a lot of truth to that. Before joining WWE, he had an impressive amateur career, which led, of course, to his quick ascent in WWE.
Well, during his break from WWE, he managed to balance winning MMA championships while also earning titles from top independent promotions. In my opinion, Lashley's going to prove even more dominant this time around.
Belly to belly.
Oh boy, he is rolling. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I've ever seen a superstar smile more than Finn Balor. Unless, of course, he's competing as the Demon. Then it's a whole other story.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, he turns it around. Got the reversal.
Dominating crossbody.
Byron touched on Balor's multiple personas, and Corey, having an extra element, he looks for it once again.
You gotta believe this one's over.
And there it is, boy.
He's got him down.
This is it.
Finn Balor quickly getting the shoulder up.
Too soon.
He might have it.
Beautiful technique. But can he follow up here?
Shoulders on the mat.
The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Digging deep for a kick out.
That's either sheer genius or complete stupidity, Cole.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. You mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage.
Wow, Bobby Lashley has a work ethic that is second to none, and it's easy to see where he learned that. He's the son of a drill sergeant and spent time in the Army himself.
Ooh, this might be it.
Oh, my.
Drop kick. Drop kick. It hits the mark.
So much damage inflicted.
Ooh, what impact.
Harsh impact.
Boom, what impact.
Michael touched on Lashley.
Hooked up. Down 19-16.
Here's his moment, Michael.
It's like he tapped into some unseen energy source.
Drop kick. Incoming.
Drop kick with
Coup de Grace.
that should do it. The Irishman has his Irish up.
Oh, he got him.
Let's look at this again.
Nailed it.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, boom! Oh, nasty impact. Nailed it.
Lashley just barely got out of the way. Oh, and a terrific reversal by Finn Balor. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
There's a certain feeling that comes over.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Escapes trouble there.
Lashley just barely got out of the way.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, in that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage.
Well, it sounds like a question with no good answer to it, Corey, but I've got to ask, how do you beat somebody as dominant as Lashley?
You got to get help. Just go back and look at the few times Lashley's lost. Almost every single time it took outside interference to get the job done.
Right to the back of the neck. Corey brings up a good point. Outside interference has been the common denominator in many of Lashley's losses, dating back to Finlay employing the help of Hornswoggle to defeat Lashley for the United States Championship.
And similarly, Mr. McMahon used help from multiple allies to steal Lashley's ECW title. Fortunately, the Dominator now has a manager who can run counter interference better than anyone in WWE.
Dominating crossbody.
And there's the reversal from Finn Balor.
Of course, Bobby Lashley's current run in WWE has been impressive, but let's not forget just how dominant he was during his initial time here. There wasn't a superstar on the roster he couldn't beat.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
German suplex. What a strike. Lightning fast reflexes.
Harsh impact. Ooh, what impact.
Beautiful technique.
This might be it.
Oh, my. And one more time. He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other, like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Byron, we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And of course, the Elimination Chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside.
Momentum clearly in his corner.
The Demon coup de grace. This one is over.
It's like he tapped into some unseen energy source.
Let's see that again.
Definitely worth a second look.
DDT!
Spiked him. What? Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable.
I can't believe it. He just won't go away.
Oh, what a boot to the face.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. You gotta believe this one's over. Drop kick.
Oh, great height.
Drop kick hits the mark. Drop kick. Ooh, what a stomp. Good grief.
Away from the ring, Finn Balor conceals the spirit of the Demon King. It's not something Finn wants people to see unless they have to. The Demon King is not something that Finn wants to use unless he has to.
Yes, Finn might keep the Demon King hidden away somewhere deep in his soul, but no one should be naive enough to think that the Irish Warrior can't be unleashed at any point in time.
Bam! What a slam.
Wow, I thought he was a goner. The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to...
He's looking at it.
Oof.
Ooh, nasty impact.
But I don't know how much gas...
Here's the cover for the win. A kick out after one. Balor shooting out of that pinfall like a bullet. Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. Now, losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael. The steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest.
Gets out of the way of that one.
Boom! Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, 1916.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Finn Balor. Big move coming.
Lashley just barely got out of the way.
Boom, what impact.
Harsh impact.
Sling blade.
Nicely done.
Balor looking to end it. One thing that nobody will ever be able to take away from Finn Balor, guys, is the fact that he was the first ever Universal Champion, a feat he accomplished in 2016 SummerSlam.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
It's like he tapped into some unseen energy source.
Ooh! Now he's working that exploit.
Coup de grace. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
One more time.
Why not?
Finn Balor is in position.
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
When this guy's on, look out. Roll up. Look at this. Some superstars doing what they do best. Here are the highlights.
Check him out here. Almost forgot about this one. He was on point the entire match, as you can see here.
The shoulders are down for 3, and this one's in the books.
I don't make the matches, but if I did, I'd put these two back in the ring ASAP. What an amazing match.
What a match.